Hello class! Today we are going to be talking about characterization. Our essential questions for today are, why is it necessary to build a solid character? And how can an author write a good character? Keep these questions in mind as we do our lesson today. Our learning target is students will engage in collaborative discussions and design their own characters to demonstrate their knowledge on characterization. So, let's dig in. First, we are going to take out our packets and turn to the page that looks like this, which it should be the first page in the packet. We're going to actually start at the bottom with direct and indirect characterization. But first, we gotta find out, what in the world does characterization mean? Well, characterization is the creation of a character. What I like to think of it as is a character has many layers, like a cake. And it needs all those layers to be delicious. I know, great drawing of a cake. But I think you guys get the point. Now, we are going to go to the two ways of characterization. The first way is direct. And the second way is indirect. Now let's dig into them both one-on-one. Direct characterization is when the author directly tells you a trait. Okay, let me give you an example. Let's say here's a girl. We'll name her Tina. And if the author says Tina was happy, we know that Tina is happy because they said it directly. That's a way you can remember is it says it in the definition. Wonderful. I know. Now, indirect is a little different. Indirect the reader infers traits based on clues. And a way to remember indirect, it starts with I and so does infer. Wonderful, right? Let's bring Tina back. If the author says Tina always smiled, we infer that Tina is happy because Tina always smiles. I don't know about you, but I don't smile when I'm angry or sad. So that's why we assume she is happy. Feel free to pause the video at any time and go back if you need a refresh and to write on your notes. Now we get to a fun part of characterization, which is the Steele method. Now the Steele method is a way, if we went back to the cake metaphor, it is those layers to make that cake. And you will understand when we are done. Let's start with the S in Steele. You can often tell a lot from the character the way they speak. An example, you can write what they say, and how they say it. The way they speak it, you can tell their dialect and their slang that they use, which is used often to describe characters. Now, let's go to the T in Steele method. The T is we can tell about characters from their thoughts. The way they think. And you can write these in the example column, by the way. And how they feel. The way they think and the way they believe can obviously show aspects of that character. Next is the effects on others. This one entails emotions, how they feel with people, and reactions. Which is, how do they react to people? What do they do? Now, we'll go on to the A in Steele. Which is actions. And the actions show with others, how is your character change with different people around? 2. Under stress. A lot of the times in real life, when people are under stress, they don't act the same way, and that can tell a lot about them. The final letter in the Steele method is L, which is looks. And the looks deal with expression, and this deals with body language. And we're not visually seeing these characters, but the author gives enough description so that you can get those reactions to certain actions. Another thing that goes under looks is the way they dress. Again, we're not visually seeing it, but we can take from the detail that the author gives us. For example, if a woman was wearing a Victorian dress, you knew she was not from 2018. You knew she was from the Victorian era. Now, let's put them all together and see how it makes the cake. For the S, we have speech. T, thoughts. E, effects on others. A, actions. L, looks. And as you can see, these are all things, when you put them together, it creates a more stable character, and it creates better characters that people will actually want to read. Okay, so now that I gave you that long, wonderful little lecture, we are going to practice. Now, if you turn to your packet again, you have the Now Let's Try It page, and you also have Chiron, the Wisest Centaur by Meredith Engel. We are going to read through this and create a steal method for Chiron. Remember to use examples and quotes from the text. And we will go over this in class next time. So you can pause it now and continue. So now that we've practiced on our own, we are going to put our steal method to the test with a murder most foul. Dun dun dun. Okay, so for class next time, we are going to have a murder mystery. Everybody has their cards that look like this. It has their character name, the position, if they're guilty or not guilty, and clues. From those clues and your card, you're going to create a steal method. How do they talk? What are their thoughts as this is going on? What are the effects on others? What are the actions? What are the looks? You can even create your own backstory. Get as extra as you want. We're going to try to make this as fun as possible. So everybody should try to do their homework. If you are not complete in doing it, you'll be working on it during class while everybody is doing the murder mystery. Good luck